Hello everyone, we're back in the workshop on Friday afternoon. Yeah, it's a bit later than normal. It's 2:30 because I have an errand to run, and I'm also not going to have very much time this weekend because I've got to go to work strategy meetings. So yeah, I'm going to get onto it as quickly as possible. What I'm going to do this week, let me show you. So last week we really did a good job working out exactly how to do the supports that come from the buggy onto the frame. When I did have everything off, there was a little more flex in there that I liked, because what we've done is that green step piece there, quite strong, but out the ends is a lot more leverage, so just a little more flex than I'd like. What I'm going to look at doing this week is figuring out how to get something to come down from there onto the frame, just so there's a pull and a push holding the frame in place. Hopefully that'll release some of the flex. But there is a slight problem in that I won't be able to do it in a similar way to this, because the things don't work as well. There isn't enough space to put a bolt in there for a weld piece of angle iron. So I'm going to do a couple of experiments quickly and see how that goes. Right, let's take a moment and explain what we've done. So, where I want to weld the piece that the support bolts onto the buggy is a round bar, and not very luckily 90-degree angle, which is what we're going to put on there, fits very nicely around the round bar and gives a nice place to weld. But the bolts, there's no place for the heads to go inside there. So what I did was I made the whole bracket, and these are the two pieces that are going to weld onto the actual thing upright like that. And then I welded the bolts on the inside there and experimented so I can tighten this, and they're very strong. So yeah, what's going to happen with that is it's going to go over here on the buggy, over there, weld it on like that, so that the support can go from over there up to there. Yeah, I think we're doing quite well. I've got to make another one of these for the other side, and then we can start measuring and doing all sorts of fun things with them. Okay, back to work. So it's 6 o'clock now, and everything seems to have worked out pretty well. Things went pretty much according to plan. Those two pieces are now attached, and they can be used to put on this side of the bracket. That will hold the bar running from here down to here, so that it's held up instead of only being held down. Yeah, so pretty good. I've got a little hole there so I can see it was the left one. Tomorrow, because I'm away on Saturday, I'm going to be working out those supports, and hopefully maybe starting on a similar thing here in the front, but the front doesn't really support much, so I'm hoping to get away with just that on this back, so we will see. Yeah, if I can finish that tomorrow, clean up all the welds that's still got to be cleaned up here on the bottom supports, I'll be very happy for my weekend. Here I am just showing you what I did on the previous uprights, and now for the things that connect to the front dash, where I've welded a bolt onto a piece of angle iron and cut off the heads so that they would fit where they were welded against the thing that was supporting them. Well, it's 3:45 and I've been here for about 4 hours. Let's see what we've done. I've put that upright in, cut it to size, welded it in, tack welded, and did the one on the other side too. So that's going to give us pulling support where the others are just pushing support. And what I've also done, and I showed you time lapse of making these, were the little places that are going to create pulling support in the front here. The problem is I didn't make allowance for that, so I didn't actually put pieces of metal here like I did. See these pieces here? That piece there, and there's one on the other side for this to attach to. So I need to put a piece of metal in there, piece of angle, but I can't do that while everything is assembled. Okay, so what I need to do is I'm going to start working now on removing all the pieces, shoring up the welding, and that is just tack welded, and then I will try and make a plan of that. I've got 2 hours left. Not sure how far I'm going to get, but let's see. Well, it's the end of the day. Things didn't go exactly as planned, but not a huge disaster like it was the last time. See the frame's still in place. I've heard of painting yourself into a corner, but today I managed to weld myself into a corner. So these pieces that I put on here, they come out laterally, and the other pieces that were here come out vertically. And there was a bar that I had welded in between the two. Now, means that it can't come out laterally and it can't come out vertically because of the bolts. So yeah, I had to take this off. Tried cutting the bolts down, just couldn't get enough wiggle room in there to get it out. So yeah, I had to cut that one out. It'll be easy to weld again, and I did devise a solution which you'll see over here on this side. So this one I managed to take out without having to cut out the tacking welds, and so now this can come out laterally. It's bolted in now, so I cut the thing off and join, so that bolts on, and then this piece here slides into place and bolts. So that's the solution. It still should be pretty strong. It's another piece of 5mm 40 equal angle there. Got a lot done this weekend. Very happy with the progress, and we'll be back next weekend to do the things I didn't get to do this weekend. Okay, bye. It's a week later on Sunday morning, nice and early. It's around 7:45, and I'm here to get things done. Yeah, I'm very hopeful for today that we are going to finish the support system. Yeah, I will catch you up in a little bit. I've got the frame. This is the main shell frame, raised now, swinging. I'm going to have to start wearing a hard hat soon. And this is the support from the side. Just thought I'd take a chance to show you what it looks like off the buggy. So there, I've taken it off this side, which is the right side. And here it is on the bench. I've just got to clean up all the tack wheels, or weld all the tacks, make them go actually into proper wheels on the side, and then I'll do the other side. Yeah, it was a good chance to show it to you. Hello, it's 6:30 and my day in the workshop is over. I didn't get as much done as I'd like to have gotten done. What's new? But let me show you what I have done and what I'll be doing next week. So I took these side pieces, connection pieces off, and shored up all the welds that were just tacked together. They're looking really good now. Same on the other side. And I put the triangulation in on the other side. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but what, 8 to 6, 10 hours of work. There you go. What I will say is that it's super strong with the triangulation. Absolutely amazing. The thing I struggled with today was when I took the frame off. I think you might have seen it in one of the time lapses. And I put it back. I couldn't actually get the side to connect. It's strange. And then what I realized was somehow Shellraiser is 5 centimeters shorter on the front left than he is on the front right. But he's a mutant, and it's okay. His mother still loves him. I also got everything ready to do the triangulation on the front. So that's the first thing I'm going to try and achieve next week. And once that's done, hopefully I can start making some progress on the things that go over to actually make him into a tortoise. So I will see you next week. Maybe there'll be another 2 weeks. But yeah, that's 2 weeks of work. Thanks a lot for watching. I can't believe like 70 people have watched my videos. It's weird. Well, thanks and see you soon.